Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Bitcoin market review for October the 31st, 2022. And as usual, before we get into the price section, we look at the economic calendar and look if there were any high or medium impact news events for US dollar. And if you look at this on Forex Factory, the economic calendar, we can see there were no high or medium impact news events for US dollar. So we don't have to worry about that and we can focus solely on price action. So the only thing that introduced some volatility into the market was the 930 open, which, as we see very often, kind of introduced a little bit of a Judah swing. If we go on the 5-minute, you can see this is the 930 open candle. Actually, let's drop to the 1-minute, then you can see it really well what price did there. So at 930, first it pushes up, then pushes down, and after that pushes up once more into a fair value gap on a higher time frame. And this is a setup on the 5-minute. We'll come to that later, but just wanted to show that to you, that around 9:30 or after 9:30 there's usually some volatility in the market for a couple of minutes. Like here it's for like 10 minutes or so, because first price pushes up, then pushes down, takes out this low, and after that it pushes up once more, taking out the high which was created at 9:30. So yeah, a little bit of volatility in the market, and now we can get into the setups. And the first setup is right over here at, yeah, you guessed it, 2 a.m. First we had like a little push up right here, and then price starts to break down here, taking out this low right here, so with a shift in market structure. And then we also have some fair value gaps right here. I mean, there's the upper one right here, and then there's the lower one right here, which price reached. We can also draw out the fib tool from the high to the low. We can see price makes its way back up into a premium, touches the fair value gap. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it better. Here you can see price touches the fair value gap prior to then continuing to sell off to take out this low and to eventually attack this low down here. So nice and quick setup on the 3-minute at 2 a.m. in the morning. And from the 3-minute we drop down to the 1-minute, because there is a setup prior to this run up right here, or at the beginning of this run up there was a setup, let's say like that. So you can see here price consolidates a bit and then starts to push up. Here price breaks market structure right here, comes back down, and then continues higher. So we already have an uptrend right here, so we would be looking for longs. Price pushes up, leaves behind a fair value gap on its push up. We can draw out the fib tool from the low to the high, and we can see price comes back down into the fair value gap. I mean, here it wicked into it, but here it fully reprices it. And it also touches this down close candle, which is the order block. And just look at the lows right here, or the high and the low, because I'm gonna point something out right here. So the high of the order block comes in at 20,496.66, and the low of this candle comes in at 20,496.45. So it goes into the order block by 20 cents prior to them pushing higher. And we can also see this candle right here has a down close, or a low, not a down close, a low of 20,496.46. So this low is 1 cent higher than this low. So this low takes out this low once again prior to then pushing higher. So this is a very nice setup on the 1-minute, as we have a lot of confluence. Price goes below the low of this candle, goes into a fair value gap, touches an order block, and then it starts to shoot off. Like then it really starts to rally and takes out, we go into 5 minute, we can see it takes out some highs like this high, and this high, and it goes all the way up here into a fair value gap right in this down leg right here, which we had on Sunday morning. So quite nice push up, and then up here price starts to consolidate a bit, and it consolidates all the way until the 9:30 open, because I mean here we have the start of a breakdown, then 9:30 open pushes price up once again, and here we have the setup I mentioned earlier when we talked about the 9:30 open. And right here there was a fair value gap, so price pushed down, broke this low, so we have a shift in market structure, or it's more a continuation of the downtrend which we already have. Price then pushes down, comes back up into a premium, touches the fair value gap prior to then starting to sell off, and it sells off quite quickly, going below these lows right here and into, actually I need a 15 minute so you can see it. So it goes below this low as well into this fair value gap right here. So it sells off, takes out these lows and this low and this low, and goes into the fair value gap below this low right here. So yeah, quite a big sell-off, so quite a nice setup, quite some distance price travel there. So yeah, very nice setup after the 9:30 market open to catch this down move. And then we have one more setup, as after this downdraft price pretty much consolidated throughout the rest of the day, but we have one setup after this drop, after price settled for a bit. So price drops and starts to settle, pushes down lower once more, and then starts to push up higher, leading to a shift in market structure right here. Here we also have a nice fair value gap, quite a big fair value gap. And if we look at the Fib tool, we can see it's in a nice premium or around the equilibrium line, extending into a premium, not a premium, a discount, sorry. And we can see price pushes back down into a discount, interacts with this down close candle, which is the order block. And after this, price starts to push up higher and repricing some of the fair value gaps which we just created. And yeah, so nice setup at around 11 AM to catch some of this up move. And then, as I said, there's not really a setup in the remainder of the price action, as price pretty much consolidated throughout the whole day. Very tight consolidation as well. Let's go to the 15 minute. As you can see, very tight consolidation. I mean, it's an upwards consolidation, like slowly pushing upwards, slowly drifting upwards, but there's no setup in there, or no good setup in there. So yeah, with that said, that has been all the setups from yesterday. I hope you enjoyed them, I hope you agree with them, and yeah, if you have any suggestions of what I should do on this channel, please let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day. I hope I see you again, and yeah, be safe. Bye.